Space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the Starship Enterprise. Its 5-year mission to explore strange new worlds, to seek out new life.
What's up, my brick building fiends? Boy, do we have a lot to cover today, and I'm very thankful that I'm able to do that with you. You have no idea. Anyhow, we're gonna go over all the Mega Construx Star Trek figures and kits up to the date of the release of this video, which is 2/07/2018. Can you believe it? Craziness! I'm gonna start with the newest first, and that's the Mega Construx Heroes Series 2. There are 6 figures in Series 2, 2 from Star Trek, 2 from Futurama.
Fascinating.
Includes Bender. I'm not too thrilled about that show though, but anyways. And from He-Man, Masters of the Universe, Teela, and the Beastman. You can find them online, eBay, that sort of thing. I do believe that these figures were not released in the United States up to this point, but I have not seen any of these in stores as of yet. Well, we're here to speak specifically about the Star Trek kits, not the other guys, so let's get on with it! Mr. Spock looks great. He was available in a few of the other kits, which we will talk about in a little bit. I'll name them off and give you prices. These 2 figures actually derive from the original television series, the Amok Time episode. The Amok Time was dated September 15th, 1967. Most of you probably weren't around then. This is also the first time that we see the Vulcan salute.
Live long and prosper.
How about that tidbit? Anyways, here's a quick synopsis of what happened. Every Vulcan during his lifetime goes through this phase where they kind of go nuts because it's time for them to spawn like salmon. Well, they finally figure out what's wrong with Spock and they take him back to his home planet. Now, Spock must fight Kirk to the death. Captain Kirk is struggling because of the atmosphere change, so he's really getting his
final frontier
handed to him. And Dr. McCoy kind of gives him a little juice to help him out. Anyways, it's a very cool, iconic episode, so you'll want to check it out. Captain Kirk does look a little like he's not feeling any pain. You can see he's got a cut on his chest, just like in the video. His figure looks pretty good. All the figures are unique. There are no duplicates. They all have individual prints, looks, colors. No shenanigans with Mega Construx. I do have all the kits. I just have not built some of the bigger kits yet. I'll give you numbers and current prices just because of ease. Off of no affiliation Amazon. So, let's get on with it! Next up, Heroes Collector Series 1. Included in this set is He-Man, Captain Picard, a Borg, and 2 guys from the Alien movies. Captain Picard looks pretty good. The Borg are probably my favorite bad guys from the Next Generation series, but that's where my interest in Star Trek ends, and yours should too. Although I must say, I do like the new movies. The Borg comes with a lot of accessories, and check this out. Look at Picard's head. Look at the Borg. Interesting. Now let's get into the sets. I do have a separate video on this next set, the Guardian of Forever. Kit DPH-79 contains 111 pieces. It's going for about $15. Pretty neat set. Check out my video, you'll enjoy it. Next up, the transporter room. Comes with 3 figures, including a in the transporting phase Captain Kirk. Looks pretty neat. The transporter room is kit DPH-81. Contains 321 cool Star Trek-y pieces. It's going for about 25 bucks. Next up, we have the bridge of the Enterprise. I did not build this one either. Sorry. I will. DPH-82. 594 pieces, going for around $70. It's a really nice section of the Enterprise. Not the entire bridge, but a good portion of it. It comes with 4 figures: Captain Kirk, Spock, Sulu, and Uhura. There's also a little buildable figure, Nomad, from the episode The Challenge. Briefly, what happens in this episode: Nomad, a satellite from our time, merges with a satellite made to destroy bad living beings, and Nomad somehow gets transported onto the Enterprise. Well, Uhura ends up losing her memory, and it all gets really nuts. But it's a great episode, check it out. Next up, the Klingon D7 Battle Cruiser. Kit number DPH-80. Around 30 bucks. Check out my video on this kit. It's one of my older videos. Comes with 1 figure, the Madman Core. 351 pieces. It's a must-have. And now, the Day of the Dove. Kit number DPY-05. Between $7.99 and 15 bucks, 97 pieces. This one is really a army building pack. Comes with 4 figures, the infamous Kang, some other Klingon, and I do believe this is your only way to pick up Scotty and Chekhov. The backdrop of the set is a control panel from the engine room. Super quick, an evil entity enters the Enterprise. It feeds off of anger and hatred, hence the clash between the Klingons and the Enterprise crew. Well, they must vanquish the foe, etc., happens. It's really a good episode, and it's worth checking out. Also, please watch my video. It's an older one. I appreciate it. Up next, the Enterprise. The U.S.S. Enterprise. Version NCC 1701. The original. I love this ship. You saw it in the beginning of the video. Kit DPH-83. I do have a very long video on how I assembled it and some of the issues I had with it. I'm gonna remake one because it deserves a new, updated video. I hope you'll watch it. 3,098 pieces. Awesome. This kit has such a price fluctuation. I've seen it from as low as $98 to as high as $358. Ouch. This is my all-time favorite kit. It's huge. It's heavy. It's worth the $200. Working lights. 2 of the greatest iconic figures. In my opinion, there's nothing more that you could ask from in a kit. And now, after all that, I have to talk about these things. They're called Kubros. Hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. They have a few Star Trek figures in this line. Captain Picard, Mr. Spock, and also Worf. These sets are not my thing. I don't really get it. But they're big with the younger kids. They vary in piece count, under 200 pieces, and they vary in price from $30 to about $19. They have other characters from some of the Heroes lines. Skeletor, I think I saw He-Man, the alien Xenomorph, I think he's called. A character from the new Destiny line. And also, Power Rangers. The Terminator, and Master Chief from the Halo series. You decide. Everybody likes different things on their pizza. And I think that'll do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Uh-oh, I have a Hot Wheel. I'm including a Hot Wheel because it is part of Mattel. It is $4.99 in the stores. It's a newer version of the Enterprise. Pretty cool. Nice to have in your collection. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you may learn something and pick up some of these sets. I do think that some of these figures are going to be collectibles, especially the ones that are not released in the United States. As always, please keep the Lord first, and I thank you all for praying for me. I know I had many, many, many prayers, and the power of prayer is just outstanding. If you don't believe in that, try it. I'm telling you, it'll change your life. And remember, keep building!